Imagine being on the edge of a vast, dark abyss. The water pressure is extreme, and the temperature is near freezing. Yet, in this hostile environment, there exists a world teeming with life. A world that has captivated human imagination for centuries, the deep sea. The smell of salt water and the sound of gentle waves crashing against the shore are familiar to us, but as we delve deeper, the atmosphere changes. The pressure increases, the light fades, and we find ourselves in an alien landscape, where the rules of life as we know it no longer apply. As we journey to the deepest parts of our ocean, we come across a phenomenon that has puzzled scientists for decades: hydrothermal vents. These underwater springs emit superheated water, rich in minerals and metals, creating a unique ecosystem that supports an astonishing array of life. The sound of bubbling water and the sight of giant tube worms clustering around the vents create an otherworldly atmosphere. But what makes these vents so special, and how do they support life in such a harsh environment? To understand the significance of hydrothermal vents, we need to travel back in time, to the origins of life on Earth. The Earth's surface was a hostile place, with temperatures soaring above 100 degrees Celsius and an atmosphere devoid of oxygen. Yet, in this unforgiving environment, the building blocks of life emerged. The smell of sulfur and the sound of volcanic eruptions filled the air, as the Earth's crust was still in its formative stages. It was in these primordial oceans, where the first life forms began to take shape. The discovery of hydrothermal vents in the 1970s revolutionized our understanding of the origins of life. These vents provided a unique window into the Earth's past, a glimpse of what the early oceans might have looked like. The giant tube worms, with their feathery plumes and red tips, were like nothing seen before. They thrived in the harsh conditions surrounding the vents, with temperatures often reaching above 40 degrees Celsius. But how did they survive, and what secrets do they hold about the origins of life? As we explore the unique ecosystem surrounding hydrothermal vents, we begin to unravel the mysteries of the deep sea. The vents support a complex food web, with giant tube worms and deep-sea fish playing a crucial role. The smell of decaying matter and the sound of scavengers feeding on the dead create a morbid yet fascinating atmosphere. But what happens when the vents go dormant, and the life that depends on them is forced to adapt or die? The answer lies in the unique relationship between the giant tube worms and the bacteria that live inside them. These symbiotic bacteria, known as endosymbionts, have the ability to convert chemicals into energy, a process known as chemosynthesis. This process allows the worms to thrive in the harsh conditions surrounding the vents, where the sunlight is scarce and the oxygen levels are low. The sound of gentle humming and the sight of the worms' feathery plumes waving gently in the current create a sense of tranquility, as we realize the intricate relationships that exist in the deep sea. But hydrothermal vents are not just unique ecosystems, they also hold the key to understanding the Earth's climate. The vents emit vast amounts of minerals and metals, which have a significant impact on the Earth's geochemical cycles. The smell of sulfur and the sound of volcanic eruptions remind us of the Earth's volcanic past, as we realize that the vents are a window into the Earth's interior. By studying the vents, scientists can gain insights into the Earth's climate history and how it has changed over time. As we continue to explore the deep sea, we are reminded of the awe-inspiring complexity of life on Earth. From the giant tube worms to the deep-sea fish, each species has evolved unique adaptations to survive in the harsh conditions of the deep sea. The sound of whale songs and the sight of bioluminescent creatures create a sense of wonder, as we realize the vast array of life that exists in the ocean. But despite the many advances in deep-sea exploration, there is still so much that remains unknown. The deep sea is a frontier that is still largely unexplored, with new species and ecosystems being discovered every year. The smell of salt water and the sound of waves crashing against the shore remind us of the ocean's power and beauty, as we realize the importance of preserving this unique environment for future generations. As we conclude our journey to the deepest parts of our ocean, we are left with a sense of wonder and awe at the mysteries that still remain to be uncovered. The deep sea is a world that is both familiar and alien, a world that continues to captivate our imagination and inspire our curiosity.